Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here, and well, we are now on to patch 6.4 for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're doing the MSQ first of all, so... Currying flavor, oh no. Alright. What do we have going on here? Jaffa, 'tis good to see you. Have any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from Y'shtola regarding her search for a means to return to the Void. I don't know why I've given a Scottish accent now. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Estinian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Ah! Speak of the Void Sent! Is something the matter? No, you're just a topic of conversation. Jaffa paid us a visit, so I was apprising him of recent developments, or the lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. Aha! Off to the local restaurant, then. That explains currying... Oh, no. Would you like to come? Oh no, I can see the... Oh, sorry. The MSQ title, and just to recap, for those of you who may not remember or who have only just joined, Zero is a Void Sent, aka a demonic being, who doesn't really have developed taste buds. Because, well, when you only eat energy from other beings and such, you don't really need to taste. So... And we're in Rajasthan, which is basically Final Fantasy India. So, you can kind of see where this is probably going to go. You will accompany us, of course. Alright. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. Okay. You do shopping? On his tab, I presume, at least. Let's go see what this errand is, shall we? Off to the bazaar. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum bum. I'd rather to see with others. Picking up some more spice. Oh god, Meher had told me to do so before my next visit. Yep. Quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but we doubt any of us could keep up with her. Oh boy. More rigorous flavors. Oh, this cannot end well. Variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mr. Zero's usual. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. Okay, let's see what we've got to the selection of spice. Okay. What do we have? Lustrous crimson powder, aromatic black corns, little red husks, and coarse yellow flakes. What do we got here? Bright red in color, this powder is hot just to look at. It will likely induce a healthy sweat when consumed. Let's see what the others are like. Aromatic black corns. These corns tickle your nose with their pungent yet enticing aroma. One can imagine them lending dishes an appetizing accent. Okay. Little red husks. These tiny husks give off a citrus-like scent. Perhaps they'll imbue dishes with a zesty note. Okay. And coarse yellow flakes. The flakes to appear to have been grated from a thick root. Their sharp aroma suggests a bracing flavor. Okay, so we've got a healthy sweat, an appetizing accent, a zesty note, or a bracing flavor. Roll a d4. I might actually genuinely do that. Hold on. I'm going to genuinely roll a d4 just to see. By the way, for those of you unfamiliar with D&D with dice. A D4 is a little pyramid one. Let's roll a 2. So we're going the black corns. Don't have my word. Oh, have a taste. Oh god, we have to taste test this for her. Okay. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. An intense and aromatic heat fills your nostrils. Mmm. Your reaction speaks volumes. Alrighty. Oh. There's Zach. Ray Stevenson. The name rings a vague bell. Who's that? That feels like I have to think. I have to Google. Who's Ray Stevenson? Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, I heard about that this morning. Yeah, that's gutting. So here's hoping Ahsoka is awesome, and I hope everyone enjoys that. To be fair, Varshan. So much that she brings her own spice. Yeah, this should be interesting to see how this goes. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a talky one.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure.
Oh! So that's what she sounds like, okay.
Now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
A whole kettle, oh god.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it.
Oh, there's a thought.
There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
That's a thunk.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
I love how they give us the option to opt out.
Though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel.
Oh, that's a cop-out.
Another time, perhaps.
I called bull on that one. There's no way the alchemist would have given you taste buds, buddy.
Eat and enjoy.
That feels like a cop-out on your part, Varshan. I could have mine a touch milder. I'll have His Excellency's helping. I'll have 2 portions then. Why not? I like spicy food, so someone's going to be a second portion.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
I mean, quite frankly, how hot can Zero's curry be compared to everything else? I mean, are we talking hotter than Jalfrezi, maybe? Or are we talking Vindaloo? What are we talking here?
It gladdens me to see you taken to life in Radzathan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body.
Okay, whet the appetite I get, cool the body.
Spices
I'm not so sure. I mean, depends.
Preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands.
I've never really had a spicy dish that cools me off. That seems to more warm me up than anything else.
Spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the mortal world is a bit more complicated than that, I'm afraid.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzadhan my beloved children.
Just remember, this is a 10,000-year-old dragon in there.
And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Now, there's a thought.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew.
Just to recap, the Void is quite literally a
This world,
shattered world.
where we may reclaim our mortality.
And yeah, if you die in the Void, you don't really die. You just kind of
Nonetheless, it's
come
wrong to
back
damn
over
another to
and
save
over and
yourself.
over again.
As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak,
And if you're, absorbed by someone else there, you're
I
just
still
become
don't
a part of
understand
their
what made me feel
consciousness.
this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek.
Oh, here we go. Here come the munchies.
What is going on? What's happening?
Daring diner. This should be interesting. Oh god, it's smoking.
The Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to
That
partake.
looks lovely.
Warned, It is
Oh,
not for the faint of heart.
that looks delicious. Oh,
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
of course, there's the white blonde who goes for it.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone.
Oh, good lord. Instant sweat! Oh my god!
It burns! It burns!
Oh wow, they are really going to town with the Hildebrand animation scheme. Oh god. Oh god, I said I'd have his
To better
helpings.
maintain the facade, the alchemist ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food.
I knew it! I knew you were copying out! Farson, you sneaky git!
I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Farson, you sneaky little git! I knew it! I knew you were copying out! Oh god, I've got his portion.
Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Oh no. Can I just say I'm so glad...
I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, can I just say I'm so glad this is not a can I just say this is not a virtual reality MMORPG? Just to kind of... That looks utterly gorgeous. Ooh.
Come,
Oh god.
let's replenish our ether.
How hungry are you? Good lord. It's like, come, let us replenish our ether. It's like, Zero, it's a meal. Oh, good lord. How many people are knocked out? Oh god, we ate it all. My whole life flashed before my eyes. It was exhilarating. I thought the spices to be picked were perfect. Yeah, let's go with that one.
I trust you have eaten your fill.
I mean, I had your portion as well, dude, so...
I shall have Narid prepare a new
That
flask to
looks
take to his
nice.
team. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment.
I must say that the art team is
decided
going above and beyond
you
with
have
the
retired to his
for the
chambers
food
at
stuff in this
Narid.
expansion.
Come, let us pay him a visit.
That looks lovely. What is that? Is that like toffee ice cream drink or something by the looks of things? It's got like little kind of sugar cubes of toffee by the looks of things. Oh. Oh, now I want toffee ice cream. Oh. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you are ready to face them head on. And we're feeling! Oh, that sounds like we just got a buff. Did we just get a buff? Oh god. Spicy Circulation 22. Reforged by the flames of truly challenging curry. That was just... That's insane. Alright, so are we bringing the spicy curry to Estinian as well? Because I kind of want to see how the person who was, you know, infused with dragon blood, etc., handles this. I mean, Estinian's basically part dragon at this point. I want to see how he handles Zero's curry, if that's the case. I did not expect so many to take up the challenge, but I am glad to see everyone enjoying themselves. I am satisfied. Satisfied! Wow, we need to find you stronger stuff. Welcome back. Master Estinian, yes, he's returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort you. Alrighty.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
Why is the screen black?
I enter.
Dude? Do we want to enter? You okay in there? Oh, Lord. Oh god, they've given him sweat drips as well. Something for the Estinian fans! Oh, good lord. Are they going to give this to Fangrid and the rest of them as well?
From the Mehane.
Oh.
I thought you might enjoy it.
Oh, squid is lovely. I've had deep fried squid, so I don't...
Sala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks.
Deep fried squid, now that's lovely. Squid masala, I want to try that.
Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Dude, you're satisfying so many people right now already. Zero included?
Shall we disrobe as well?
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
Vosh, I'm basically going, Estinian, put on a shirt. Dry yourself off and put on a shirt. You're distracting Zero. And probably half the player, and probably a good chunk of the player base as well. Good lord. Oh. This is the thirsty patch. Ah, you're still, you just missed the show.
We've been looking for you.
And Urianji is along for the ride as well.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I presume so, since she's here.
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Urianji's assistance.
The moon.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th.
Yep.
Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology
Star being
simply
world.
does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Boom tube / portal.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory, having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography.
Multiverse.
And according to a certain
Well-
someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound.
Quick recap. So you've got the Source, which is the original world, hence name Source, and you have 13 reflections or shards of that same world of this. And so yeah, the first is where we went to in Shadowbringers. The 13th is where we're going to at the minute.
All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
That makes sense and tracks.
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world.
That's a good
Thus
point.
did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
I can't imagine the Loporrit's being much use against the invasion of
The Watcher
Voidsent.
and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
Oh, this should be fun. What kind of precautionary measures are the Loporrit's going to take?
Been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void.
Okay.
And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil.
Oh, do tell.
A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
I can understand maybe... Are we going to harness latent Zodiac energy from there? Which would make sense.
The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether.
Ah, that's the snag. Where are we going to get that?
After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm.
That's going to take a lot of power. I mean, if we're going to get both him and his sister through the gate, that's going to take a lot of oomph.
My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald.
In theory, that
As
makes
you will recall,
sense.
Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the brands imprisoning Zodiac.
Okay, that makes sense, but Van Daniel also had towers across the world feeding into that central tower to then, you know, act as a cannon to destroy the stuff imprisoning Zodiac. We don't have that network. We've just got the one remaining, you know, central main tower. We don't have the network of towers anymore. They went poof. So,
We, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
channel ether how? That's the part I'm concerned with.
Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Oh boy.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
He's just looking for something to do.
The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
Ah, so we're going to be following Urianger around for a bit. Okie dokie.
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
I'm just concerned about where we're going to get the ether from. Because unless we want to make all of Garlemald into a, you know, lifeless husk, we're not going to have that much energy to float around with. Well, our next stage, to the moon! And the dark throne that awaits us there. This should be fun. I do wonder how we're going to get all the ether up there, though, for it. Alright, what are the rewards here? Urchin pasta. Ooh. Melon pie. Gyros. Peanut tomato salad. I'm just going to go with the silver pieces. Get more gil. Get more currency. You have no shortage of allies at your disposal. Oh, you have no idea, love. I cannot thank you enough for your constant support. Urianger. Going ham. Oh god. Urianger wishes to depart at once. one and all already, let us set forth, our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of the alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. And yes, he does speak like that the entire time. Just gonna close that up for the minute. That's shenanigans. Ah, un momento, I spot my brother! Turtur! Give him a wee hug and a pet. Boop. Bum 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 ba dum, ba dum bum ba dum, ba dum bum bum bum, bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum, ba dum bum ba dum, bum bum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Dum 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 dum, dum 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 dum. Alrighty. Yep, there's grown-up Varshan. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain your Stolla's plan in greater detail. Please do! Got a funny feeling I need to talk. Okay. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorum, that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labour upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether and subsequent delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Tlorfri spires. Oh, thank God, they do acknowledge this. Oh, good. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal bounds of our world. Thus we must seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Elsebard contingent. If we employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you an idea whence we might secure the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Oh, good. So we do have somewhere to go to grab a bunch, reservoir of ether. Good thing Zero already ate, otherwise she'd want to nom on it. Alrighty. Rum bum 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 ba 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 bum. Ba-rum bum ba-dum, ba-rum bum bum bum, ba-rum bum ba-dum, ba-rum bum bum bum. There's the airship landing. There we go. Airship landing. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Come here for the view. It's beautiful. Aww. It is a nice view. I'm most keen to know more of Urianger's potential solution. In the worst case, I'm prepared to offer one of my eyes. It seems it will not come to that. I don't... Good lord, no. All are present and accounted for. Excellent. We shall travel to Charlian, and then seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Okay, that explains the title of the quest, Going Ham. Oh boy. Okay. Near unto the surface of this isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was powered by ether harvested from the isle. As you well know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage onto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves with energy, provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on this one, Zero. Yet again, we've needed permission. There's nothing straightforward in this world. Nope! Welcome to politics, my dear! Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective, a somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which might prevail, the students of Baldessian. Upon arriving in Charlian, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Oh boy. Oh wow, that was a straight up teleport to there. Okay. An island literally bursting with ether. That's the sort of paradise Void sent dream of. While Mrs. Cryle hath burdens of her own, we may be confident she will do her utmost to assist us. When last I came here was to deliver my sire's scales. How long ago it seems now. Welcome back. What brings you here today in such colourful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion we are come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Cryle. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment. It's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Okay, this should be interesting. Who does Cryle have as a visitor right now? Ah! Our favourite bunny! Just in case this feels like a talky one.
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. The other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
Pay you no mind, she says.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Phil occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see.
Oh, that's quite handy.
From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
That's handy.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition.
Room for one more.
As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Cryle fair warning. Hence my visit today.
Going anywhere nice?
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guild ship business, but rather...
Oh.
Homecoming.
Oh, that's... Oh, I wish you luck with that.
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage.
Oh, good. Gives them the rest of the recap for the events that have transpired thus far, and Y'shtola's plan, basically.
To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
an invasion from the 13th. Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
Yeah, I was looking for a relaxing adventure. And well,
You have a knack for finding trouble.
it's not my fault.
If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession.
Yeah, at least we make a wry face about the whole
It's true
thing.
the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction...
Direct
only
jurisdiction?
Forum's
Oh, good
few can
lord.
set foot there. I myself haven't.
Wow, okay.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission.
This should be interesting.
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
Right, we still need to get the forum's permission for it, however.
Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me.
Oh, thank you,
Our
Cryle.
operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
Because I swear if I had to deal with the bleeding forum's vote politics again, I was going to kill someone.
If I may.
If I had to wait for another vote of the 99, I was going to kill
The
someone.
original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any Gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction.
Mr. Kaboom!
Margaret, for instance.
Oh, bloody hell.
She's a researcher in Charlene Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system.
Margaret, okay. Failing that, we talk to Mr.
You could do
Kaboom.
worse than to seek her out while awaiting the forum's verdict.
Well, that gives us something to
We
do.
may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Good luck.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Cryle, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
I expect the vote to be a close one, like 51 to 49 or something something along those lines.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward.
I do not envy you the paperwork. Have fun! Oh boy.
A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance.
Oh, poor Cryle.
And what have we here?
Oh?
Later, Cryle, later. You've work to do.
Ah, dang it! Future plot point, perhaps. That does look like an interesting design on that letter, though. Future plot point, perhaps? Ah, another buddy. I'm just gonna give him a hug. Alright, off to the Charlene Hamlet. Boop. Doom, 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 doom. Again, they could shift this to be somewhere else so we don't spawn in a goddamn pond. Ugh. Aesthetics aside, practicality. Come on, Charlians. Arshan. It's not the first time I've seen it. I remain in awe of the sky's magnificence. Yeah, all of this is, you know, fake. I believe we have found our researcher. Zero. Tell us where to go. Is there a place where you do not have allies? Somewhere I've not been to yet would probably probably the answer to that one. Oh no. This music does not bode well. Visitors? How delightful! If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you've caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested at the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for etheric capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant a memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of murk only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energy's creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Yep, that tracks. Basically think of everyone in Charlie and Hamlet during the time of trying to, you know, meet the deadline of making the Ark to get everyone off of Doom Planet as being, you know, think of the students meeting deadline with a mountain of energy drinks around you. And maybe a pillow in the library with you and a quilt. And maybe their lawn jacket to kind of... I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on a knife edge of failure. Oh no, she's gone mad. Oh no. She's gone barmy. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? Uh-oh. What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but of course. Do we need to go find Mr. Kaboom? Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, I've been on vacation and you haven't. Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. And he means that last part very sincerely. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Alright, who's in the Hawaiian shirt? Alright, where's the Charlian dressed in... Alright. Okay, we're looking for a Charlian conspicuously dressed. Alright, where are you? Ah. There we go. Coco! There you are, my Mr. Kaboom. And of course he's wearing... Yep, he's been on holidays. Yep. The face that launched our teeny tiny toy boat. How have you been? Able to catch a bit of rest? Nope. Oh, we lie. Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in God's name would? Born right in my very own workshop they were. As pleasure as always, Master Kokol. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some, but I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. Do 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 do. I see. I think I've got the long and short of it. Goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be in the next ship out. That lot can't wipe their arses unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured, but my backside is immaculate. Fortuno! You do have a sense of humour. Thalix thumping thighs. Marsha Fortuno. And Scholar at Montishon. What a surprise. Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated a petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I can only assume it's good news. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns. That is a discussion for another time. Yeah, we'll get into that one in a minute. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purposes of etheric extraction, on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to thrones of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. Okay. That's all. Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessi and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your quest was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbour. Sweet! Then I'd better get those ether tanks loaded into the airship. We'll be ready to take them when you need them, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Hee. Alrighty. It's nice to know that Fortuno's got somewhat a relative sense of humor. My bottom is immaculate. Oh wow, we're teleported straight to here as well. Good lord. Oriange. Master Fortuno and Scholar Montague should personally deliver these Galatines. Must endeavour to repay their faith in us. It seems the forum is like Alizé. They help others simply because they want to. Okay, we'll skip on the history lesson for you. All proceeds apace thus far is thanks to the enduring bonds you have forged. Yeah, that and the forum owes us big time, so... it's a little hard to argue with us when we save the planet.
Bound for the Isle of Ham. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect. If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Thancred! There you are, buddy. We were wondering where you'd gone this expansion. It's about damn time.
Thancred, 'tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Oriange tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face.
Oh, buddy, you don't know the half of it. Actually, you probably do.
And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Please don't flirt.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee.
Oriange, stop trying to be a dad.
I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Just a heads up, Thancred covers himself as a bard in the early game and so forth. So, yeah. Oh, there's a whole slew of stuff with him. The ether font. Alrighty. Small talk. Not removed to bars from the Isle of Ham. Let us sail forthwith. His does not strike me as the mentoring sort. You get used to it. No matter what, we must return to the void. The acquisition of this ether is but the first step. Social struggles aside, Zero seems more than capable of handling herself. Still, I shall aid her in what capacity I can. Alright, let's form a party and enter the ether font. So we've got Thancred as tank, Zero's DPS, and Varshan as DPS as well. Average item level required, 605. We are currently 615. Let's dive on in and see what we got here in the ether font. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Rum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Oh. Get rid of the text, get rid of the text. Come on, come on. That looks gorgeous. Polar bear! Oh, cubs! Ugh. Right as I'm drinking! What the hell? Oh, jellyfish beasties. Oh, you look fun. Oh, I love the music here. Oh, it's got a little Charlene leitmotif in there. That's nice. That's nice. Ham Frostbeast. Kind of like, is it a geyser? Geyser? Such an abundance of ether. Yep, that'll probably do it. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, Varshan's DPS mode is a Lancer. Neat. Well, Dragoon, technically, I suppose. Oh, look at the polar bears! Oh, that is that is just so cute. Oh God, shark people. You all bumped up. Give you a wee shieldy. You didn't have a dot on you. Let's get you properly dotted up, shall we? Get Thancred healed up. So far, so standard.
Out of my way!
Ooh. Convenient. A building certainly looks the part. Alright, let's give everyone a dot. Restore some ether. Do-do-do-do-do. Doom, 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 doom. I just love the distance detail in this. It is just Okay, so we've got 2 of these frost beasts to deal with. I'm just... This part of the music sounds so calm, and here we are fighting these things. Oh no! Ow!
You forced my hand.
Whee! Oh, what the mugging? That does not look right. That is... I mean, just look at that thing. Lingbacker. That... I just... That is clearly an Elpis experiment gone... How did that get approved? Just... Is that another one of the shark concepts? I love Even Zero's like, what is that? Is that one of the shark concepts gone loose from Elpis? I mean, that front leg alone does not look like it should work. The back leg kind of works, but the front leg just... no, that does not look like it should work. That is... Alright, what are we dealing with here? Its mouth is just perpetually open. Upsweep, that looks like an AoE. Yep, that's an AoE. Tidal Breath. I'm getting out of the way of that. Oh, lordy, that's a... Okay, that's a straight up thing, so... Okay, I thought that was going to be a cone. It was not. Good lord, you can look right down the mouth. Body slam. That does not bode well. Okay, that's another AoE just formed little things. Okay. Let's hide behind one of these. Let's see what happens. Okay, that does not... Oh, lordy no. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so those things don't block the damage. Oh, those are big ones. Oh, run away, run away, run away, run away. There's another body slam. Okay, two big ones. And, oh god, where's that safe space to hide? Follow the NPCs. Okay, so the small ones will go off first, and then the big ones. Sprint. Okay, Sonic Bloop. Let's give ourselves a little extra on the regen there. It's just the fact that it's got a perpetually open gob is just... Your mouth doesn't even close when you die. That is just... Alright. Distance half Mask of Striking. Okay, looks like it's the same kind of gear we get from Troya by the looks of things. Oh, wait, no, hold on. No, that's not the Troya set. That's a different set. Hello, this looks like a teleporter. And Zero calls it a triple swim creature. Oh, it's not a teleporter, it's a zipline thing. Neat! Neat, a bunch of zip lines. Puffins! A convenient mode of transport, that. Ham Ark. Basically, giant puffins. Hehehe.
No mercy.
This will hurt.
He's targeting that one. So, target the same one as the guys are targeting.
That's far enough.
You're mine.
Regen the dots on everyone. What the hell happened there? We all good? We all good still? I don't know why I've got a black square up top. That's weird. Something went weird with OBS for a second there. Not sure what happened. What is that? That should not be visible. There we go. Not sure what happened with OBS there, but seemed to be okay. Alright, let's take a look, see what's up next. Just look at the family of puffins in the background, and over that is just delightful. Oh, wow, you are colorful. Such vibrant colors. Yeah, that's... Thancred to attract aggro and all of them first and foremost. Ooh, get out of that. I wonder if they're this colorful because of the sheer amount of ether in the area. Which is interesting. Reapply the dots. Got more mana back. So the gear you that drops in here is 625, which should be quite handy. What do we got here? Distance earring of healing. Neat. What do you look like? Can we see you on the aura body? Not really. We can't see you on the aura form, but let's see. I need better than what I've got. Ooh, yeah, that's probably yeah, that's a damn sight better than what I've got just now. That'll do nicely. Just to see, can we even go this? I know we can't go this way, technically speaking, but it is interesting to see what kind of buildings we got here. Alrighty. Just get everyone dotted up. Okay, that's everyone dotted. Oh, get out of that. Apply dots on everyone. Guy's almost dead. Take him down. There we go. Any treasure chests floating around still here? Nope. Okay. Looks like this might be leading to the next boss area. Behind the waterfall! Of course it's behind the waterfall. Ooh. Solid ether crystals. Nice. Glad Thancred's enjoying himself with that. Oh, good lord. Is that the bear from the ice field? Good lord. Battle cry. Ooh, wow, that's a... Ouch. Lightning leap. Oh, that doesn't bode well. Oh, wow, it does that. That's interesting. That's the ruby weapon trick, that. Spinning claw, that doesn't sound nice. Oh, that's a thing. Right, here we go with another battle cry. It's the size of the battlefield. That's handy. Lightning rampage? Oh, that's... Ah, ha 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 ha! Oh, get out of that, get out of that! Electric eruption. I don't like the sound of that. Hopping shield wings. Woo! Even with the shield wings up, that was a hefty chunk of damage. It just makes this field getting smaller each time he does that. Since Greaves of healing. Just another beast in the end, says Zero. Just another, says Thancred. Ah, okay, these boots got heals. And they're better than the Alliance Red gear. Neat. Okay. There we go. Deeper into the crystals as we go. Oh, that is so pretty! Oh my god, that's such an overwhelming concentration of ether. A veritable feast for void scent. Zero, you could be okay down here. Oh, this is so... Oh. Oh, I have to stand This looks so gorgeous. Oh. Oh, I'm in love with this place. The environment design team is having fun. Ham polycrystal. I can see why the forum wanted, want to keep express permission for gaining access to this place. The sheer amount of ether here, I can see why they wanted to use this place to power a ship to kind of go between trips from a planet to the moon. This is... ooh. This place just looks gorgeous. Can we go into this building?
This will hurt.
Nope. I don't think I've seen this kind of model, though. This is a new-looking model. I don't think... I can't say I've seen this model before. In terms of like the rigging structure. The only one I can think of is maybe Ziggy? Some savage aim. I suppose we aim for that massive geyser. Yeah, sounds about right. Of course there's a forlorn down here. Why is there a forlorn down here? Oh, no. The reason I'm concerned about that is because, typically speaking, those only appear during at Fates, and they're drawn to the scent of blood. They're drawn to the scent of battle. So for one of these to be here already? Before we even got here? It's a little concerning. Ooh. Thancred, do your thing. Let's get some shields on you, boy. You get a dot, you get a dot, and you get a dot. You all get dots. sure we're still going. And refresh the thoughts on you guys. Arrive in the deep below. Oh boy, I'm presuming that's what that bit's going to be called. Which kind of tracks, to be fair. Another little treasure chest. Oh, a treasure chest just before the boss fight. This should be interesting. All right. Ooh, slash. What do we have here? Oh no! Please don't be a kraken. It's gonna be a kraken. It's a kraken. Of course. Slumbering Scourge. Octomammoth. It's a spiky kraken. And see, this is why I don't like krakens. They're friggin' tentacles. It's like fighting 5 bosses at once. I'm not a fan of that. Love the music though for a boss fight in this. Alright, Octomammoth, what we got here? Judging by the fact this is a destructible battlefield, by the looks of things. Yep, look at the attack list, there's a pile of mammoth tentacles on this. Octostroke, oh that can't be good. Follow the NPCs. Yeah, go for the one that doesn't have tentacles on it. Oh, that's not fun. Saline Spit. I don't... Okay. Nope. Idle Roar. Ooh, I don't like the sounds of that. Oh yeah, that's the movie did at the start. All good. Telekinesis? What's he doing? What's he doing with those? Oh, I don't like the looks of that! Ooh, I think I just about managed to dodge that. Breath Stroke. Oh god, that's Tidal Breath combined with the bloody Tentacle Strike, isn't it? Haha, yeah it is. Oh, get out of the way of that! Alright, more telekinesis shenanigans. Bada boom! Ah, there we go. Ah. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Mayhap these waters are connected to sea. Nothing to it. Seems the geyser is just beyond. Had it been squid, we might have taken some for Estinian. See, the problem is he's not wrong with that line of thought. Estinian wintry water tried to eat that! Estinian probably would want to try to eat that. And we did make that comment back with the Al-Jadal's legacy beastie. That just looks gorgeous. Right, where are those containers? Yay! Right on cue.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
Good man, Kokol.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished.
That's fair.
I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
That's fair. You are snack-sized.
Oh, by the by.
Ah?
Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
The moon. Oh,
We will need them transported to Galem, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way.
Oh, that'll do nicely.
I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
Yeah, just leaves us having to drag them through the snow afterwards.
Our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Ooh. Oh, so that's how... oh, that's nice. So that's how they work. Okay. Like etheric vacuum cleaners. Neat!
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
And have you missed out on all this?
Say such a thing.
It's called banter.
Bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution.
Ah, right. Social studies
You
time.
must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
It's called banter.
Binds me. A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust.
Yeah, that is something that is in very short supply in the void.
I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it?
Yeah, in the void it is
Time and
literally
place
eat or
in
be
my
eaten.
dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world.
Oof.
Full often did Memoriats betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
Oh, cheers. Well, I suppose an example would be you trust us to keep our side of the contract and bargain.
Aye, absolutely fine. I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer. Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows.
Aw, disappearing so soon.
But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Hmm?
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Client?
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down,
Now what's that all about, I wonder? Oh. We are truly indebted to Kokol. I must invite him to Razarhan as a guest of honor. Oh god, he'd eat you out of house and home, assuming he didn't blow it up. Zero straight as an hour, isn't she? A refreshing contrast to a more circuitous company. By simply staying close to you, will I really learn about trust? Probably. To not only allow us use of the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Kokol among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call me again. Let's go with the spell speed one. I need a few of those. Till next time. That's Thancred, not me. Right, resuming. Like fear to flame. Oh dear. It is time to proceed to the next stage of your plan. The tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabar contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy unto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we present our petition to Commander Lucia. Right. Camp Broken Glass, here we come. Always looking at our people's gear. 0. Here we are again. Per usual advice, I have changed into clothing more suited to these surrounds, the better to blend in. I hope this will suffice. Close enough. Glad am I to hear that Golemo's restoration preceded their pace, and that people no longer want for warmth. Be that as it may, there is no substitute for appropriate garments in such frigid climes, as I can personally attest. Oh yes. You in the forever robes. Allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Void Sent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Exposition, exposition. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. Excuse me. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Yeah, last time that thing was turned on, it was trying to turn everyone to, mind-controlled slaves. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better that than facing a mass invasion with Golbez and his Void-Sent horde, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were you convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Void-Sent with their own eyes? Yes and no. Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be make them a fire, yes? But if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear, despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So like the fire that torments this individual, Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I don't suppose a group therapy session is going to come abound here. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alze. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. Oh boy. In the meantime, Uriange, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspect of the tower's activation? Oh boy. Where's Nero? I relay the particulars of endeavour to members of contingent. Rest assured we'll do our best to assist you. Truth be told, had you approached us with a petition earlier, we are likely to have declined it. The situation is simply too precarious. People have begun to pull themselves up, and I dare hope they will lend an ear to your words. Full faith have I in you that will win over the Garlean populace. In the meantime, I shall see to all the readiness with the tower. Alright, tertium. Okay, screw flying there, we are just gonna teleport there. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. The dread fire, even when one is freezing, become a prisoner of one's fear. It is a void to which Void Sent too can succumb. Aye. I've taken the liberty of explaining our objective. Oh, thank you. I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away. Yeah, well, here we are. This is going to be interesting. I'm glad to see you. Future has explained our present dilemma. It is no unfounded concern that the Guardians may take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. Let's put it mildly, many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilsebar contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Yeah, trust is a fragile thing. Trust, again. Well, it seems to me there's naught but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Seneculum Imperialis. I'd be honoured to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere might stand, but I will leave that to the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are a stranger to people here, so it should take a little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Alright, that's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet. Let's all meet in Forum Solius, where we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Oh boy. Well, let's hope so. That's a lot of markers. Alright, Malleus. Sarbel, are you out of your mind? The abomination transformed my friends and family to monsters. Can't bear to look at it whenever I step outside. You want to do something for us? Tear the bloody thing down. Yeah. Kind of figured that'd be at least one response. Contemplative citizen. Tower of Babel. That's what we're going to do with Void Sent. Can't say I understand. Your people have done much for us, and more for us Guardians. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Okay, so we got one definitely against and one pretty much on board. Serious lad. No, stop it. Tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Oh, that's a definite against. Just adjusting my glamours. Fretting lady. Hello, Granny. Fie, that tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Ah! Well, I can't exactly argue with you there on it being unnatural. Oh boy. Can't exactly say I can't argue with you on that front. Hello. Popeye. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. Me no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dare speak to some of the contingent, that might make assumptions. Cut our Russians or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. We're not gonna do that, good lord. Oh boy. I can only assume the elders are having as much luck as I am. Yeah. 0. Julius is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Sounds like it was a no pull all across the board, really. Oh boy. The music is not helping the situation, I think. Oh, hello. The community leaders by the looks of things. Present to you Lords Neas and Matthias, magistrates of our political council. They've been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsabard contingent. I see Alphino and Alize have yet to arrive, so perhaps we should wait. Doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The Tower is a manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. Not, I mean... Not really? I mean, Fandaniel was based on Allegan designs, which I suppose Garleans use reverse engineering on, so... Oh boy. It was once the abode of the Imperial family, and will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. Okay, it was once the Imperial Palace, okay. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it. Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert an unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald, and all that lies within her bounds, is beholden to no one. Oh boy. Seriously, dude? Politics. There is no common ground to be found with these men. In spite of this, you would still engage with them. Unfortunately, we have to. We will treat with the Ilsabard contingent, if only to assert our rights. If your intentions are as benevolent as you claim, you will agree to our demands. Oh boy, demands, buddy! Our sovereignty is of paramount importance. On this point, there can be no concessions. Oh boy. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. They're calling themselves their excellencies now, are we? Oh god! The egos! I'll also instruct Alphino and Alize to meet us there. Lord Matthias, Lord Neas, by your leave, my Carmens and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ilsabard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think I'd be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires of produce future is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. I will not plead your case to community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well. We know the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. Oh boy. If it's settled then, you should all head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safe to Tertium. What top are you wearing? One button. What's that you got on there? Augmented Lunar Envoy's Gambeson of Aiming. Okay, that makes sense. That does look nice. Anyway. Okay. Off to Senatus, which is all the way over here. Oh boy. Hey Speaks, thanks for the comment. Love the comment, keep it up. I sincerely hope to try to do so. Alright, where are we? The Fallen Empire. Oh boy. Zero. Their defenses bespeak a cautious mindset, more so than Tertium. Julius has told us all, you have Lord Nemesis' permission to enter and speak of our residence, but not to petition directly for support. Remember that. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. Outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. Consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. Hope it'll be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Alright, let's take a look to see what the Senatus looks like inside, shall we? It's another train station by the looks of things. I'm gonna have a wander around. Got a heater here. Like, yeah. This looks very well furbished. I can definitely see this being the political dignitary section of the place. Good lord. Okay, here we have cordoned off beds and such. Good lord. This is very well attired. Good lord. Damage to the city is even more expensive than we thought. I was wondering where some people were. Who are you? Well. Basic design is reminiscent of Tertium, though somewhat embellished. Oh, yeah, this place is way more comfortable. There's even chandeliers in here, good lord. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilsabar contingent and the current state of affairs. We'd also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. For the greater good! Okay, what's their supplies looking like? Stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicate they're provided by the Ilsabar contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Thank goodness for warm meals. Oh, that's a nice little cooker heater thing. Hopefully that arrives as a furnishing sometime in the future, maybe. Okay, I want to try and find these lamps because they look nice. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire's collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Nice little lamp there with the wire clearly connected to what looks like a switch box, which in turn is connected to another lamp there. And the switch box here is connected to what looks like a generator. There seems to be quite a few of these. So we've got that as the heater, and that's generators. Okay. They are well furbished here. Barrel of ceruleum. They've got barrels of this stuff here. Good lord. You reckon it's a large cask that the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Looks like a guard. You all want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labour to preserve our culture, our way of life. Remains of it, at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Oh boy. What's Zero's thoughts on this whole thing here? The furniture is quite lavish. I'm reminded of Troya. Yep. Nero fiddles whilst Rome burns springs to mind. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbour a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times am I supposed to tell you? It's absolutely out of the question. Oh, that sounds like something we should listen in on. What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is that the matter? No, I was just trying to explain. Mahap, you can clear this up. The contingent must have made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the magic weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. You heard them, they refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, this war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they are as dangerous as you attest? It has been suggested this could be a pretense to scavenge magitech material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. Oh, for the love of... More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's naught we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement? Of course! Well do I understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I first must speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? But by all means! Let's return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Oh, this should be good. What's the scheme here, Dragon Boy? What's the scheme? Teleport back to Camp Broken Glass. Seems awfully confident. What do you suppose he has in mind? Who is this person again? This, my earnest envoy, is the leader of Razatan. The satrap of Razatan. Practically a world leader. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Yes and no. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razatan and the people of Garlemald. Okay. Please continue. People of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilsabar contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise then that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One that will restore to them a sense of... Asthma! Why now? Friggin' asthma. After having been forced to rely upon charity. I mean, in theory that makes sense, but what kind of arrangement do you have in mind? Easier said than done. Yeah, but what exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razanhan abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another. I wish but to continue in this tradition. We will provide your people with supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more cerulean to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Razadhan's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. It is a principle I once thought I understood, but I've come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Yep. Void sent bargains in effect here. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Razadhan were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense of my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Neas and Matthias. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall hie me to Tertium. Good lord. I swear, half the time Urianger's lines are a tongue twister. Kudos to his voice actor for putting up with it. Good lord. Right. Teleport to there. Oh. There's it in. Zach, I'm not doing any reactions to either of those options. Warner Brothers would have my head on a silver platter. Assuming Disney didn't. Yes. Can we finally begin the negotiations? Yep. I wonder, is this scene voice acted? Nope. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not an intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Razadhan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor, were a proud patriot, yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant. Like you, I weep for what we have lost, but if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Neas, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Dude, What the hell exactly do you propose? Lord Matthias, wait. It isn't safe out there. We're gonna have to go rescue him from Magitech, aren't we? Oh! Oh, I want to see him get his comeuppance. Well, we have to play the good guy. An embarrassing display. A man in Matthias' station showed the capacity to keep his emotions in check. To the best of my knowledge, Lord Matthias is a civil servant with no combat experience. Should he meet with misfortune, he may fare poorly. No duh! Well, I'm thrilled Lord Neas was willing to consider my proposal. I'm worried about Lord Matthias. I fear for Lord Matthias. I'm not surprised. Some people cannot be moved by mere words. We gotta go save him. Outside alone, we must go after Lord Matthias. Let's leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in the search. Lord Matthias is bound for Senatus. We'll be able to catch him up in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to harm. Oh, I pray he has! Let's get the car. There's no doubt one of the politician guys here who are saying, nonsense, the Magitech is not rampant and all that kind of stuff. It's perfectly fine and safe. Yeah. We're gonna find him standing in a puddle of his own pee. Oh, yep. Oh, I was right. Let's get the chocobo out here just to speed things up a little, though, for this. Runaway satellite. Yep, that sounds about right. And speed up the cast times. Ooh, stand in the circle. Yeah, he's kneeling on the ground, pantsing for his life. I'm alive? Yeah.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Ah, voice acting. Alright, what voice do we have here?
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
Wow, dude! Really?
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Ooh! That's a flashback and a half there.
Aye. So long as we live.
Where there's life, there's hope.
Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
Oh.
To be lectured by the younger. it ill becomes a man of my station.
Yeah.
I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me?
If you insist.
Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Well, it's a step in the right direction.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Oh, wow! Taking Thancred's words to heart here, are we?
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
We're trying to teach her.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
You might not feel the cold, we do.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking.
Oh wow, that's one way to put it.
If someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it.
Yeah. Eat or be eaten.
No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive.
Oof.
My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Nope.
Almost. 2 men tried just the once.
Oh?
A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriats. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst. Some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched
That seems to
me
be a
walk away.
familiar silhouette going on there.
I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately, I was undone. Overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together.
The previous flashback during the last during the last patch.
I was cold. In pain. Wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world.
Oof.
Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift.
Oh,
When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive.
Not by choice, to be fair.
So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Aww.
Here it is again.
Oh?
The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow.
It's called Tears of
This is
Joy.
trust. Then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Oh, buddy. With a handshake, perhaps?
Give me your hand.
Aww.
It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
And to think Xeno considered us a friend. Xenos. Oh boy. I suppose in a way he did trust us. When I first met Zero, I wasn't sure what to make of her forthright to a fault nature. I understand she's simply an honest soul to the core. I feel as though I've found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Julius. Right then, I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. King Urchin Loaf, melon juice, garlic pizza, and Rockton lamb steak. Let's just go with the goal. Oh! We've been teleported. No, we've been teleported. Wolverine and X-Men is one show, not... It's still Warner Brothers, so... It's still up. Nope. Ah, no voice acting for this one. Okay. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garland community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. Yes, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that, when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Taperzen, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say that a recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senatus are here. There we go, reconnection successful. How are we looking on this? We all good? Okay, we're all good here. I've no idea why OBS keeps connecting and disconnecting and reconnecting. That's a new thing to me. To inaugurate our record, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razadhan will provide us with supplies, which we shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals rooted in trust and respect, and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Razadhan holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather around to hear the particulars that you might convey them to those elsewhere. There's a fair bit of murmuring going on here. Well, it seems they're all for it, at least. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may gain access to the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower stores have been replenished, we need but await Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alpha now. No need to worry. Devote all your energy to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. Aww. She's slowly picking it up. I can't help but feel a little Owl House Season 3 finale notion kicking in here. I really hope that's not the case. I'm not wrong to call that, am I? Friends? We hope that we still have a place in the world. Enrich my people's lives and empower them to achieve great new feats. I'm particularly eager to see what our alchemists are inspired to create. Oh god. Ah, that's a terrifying thought. The hat, Nahida. Oh boy. The Havnarian alchemists out of access to Garlean Magitech. The stuff they can make right now is boggling enough as it is. With Magitech at their disposal? Good lord. Coming from her, you know she's not just saying to be nice. Alrighty. Oriange, Lunar Rendezvous. Let's head to the moon.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand.
Here we go.
Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
Yeah, that's the real trick here.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may.
Right, off to the moon.
Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee.
Oh?
As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ajdaya from the void.
Yep.
Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
Yeah, we're gonna need Vitra the Dragon rather than Vitra the Simulacrum.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon.
Good, now if you could just talk to your brother Hazefield, and get him to tag in as well. I'd rather have two rather than one.
I shall return this vessel to Radzat Han, that I may have both my eyes.
Good call.
And until such time as we find Ajdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
Whoa, you sure?
Will you do this for me?
To translate for people who may not remember or are unfamiliar, a dragon's eye is power equivalent of, just shy of Infinity Stone, I think? Well, not quite that level of power, but it's that kind of responsibility.
A link pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but
Understood. We'll be ready.
To put it simply, a single eye is enough ether to rip open a portal between one world and another, who exists in, like, you know, multiverse. One eye is enough to do that level of power.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
Aww. Bing! I'm sensing red flag.
Go well.
Oh, that's a potential death flag if there ever was one. I'll be back before you know it. Zero honey. Oh. Alright, off to the moon. I still love the fact that we're... And there's a southern continent of Mericidia. Which basically everyone can practically agree on, I think, is going to be the next expansion. I mean, it's bleeding large enough for it to be. Alright, Orianji. What's the plan?
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Okay, aside from the Loporits, who's our entourage going to be? Ah! The Alchemist's been having a fun time.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Not a problem. It's what we're used to.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
And the countermeasures?
Just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on voice and summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak.
Woof!
The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
And how exactly did you wrangle that, Ishtola?
I asked a favor of Gralhatir when we were comparing notes
Ah.
on cross-rift travel.
That tracks.
Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied.
Of course.
The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Oh?
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Zodiark's old prison. Yes!
A tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
As for how we're able to breathe on the moon in this setting is an artificial construct rather than a natural one.
The Watcher is already hard at
It's
work.
kind of like a miniature planet.
Parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
The moon was originally created as Zodiac's prison, but was later refurbished into a kind of potential, well, arc for an entire planet. That's why it's, you know, sort of on the scale of a moon. It's not quite the Death Star, but... There is some, as you can see, just kind of floating around. There's kind of an atmosphere around here. So... Alright, you Charlotte. Now then, to the matter at hand. Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. As expect to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow the lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, she requires second line of defense, and I believe the Loprit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Two of you have a strong report of our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway and Beastway's burrows and provide any assistance they require. Void scent, my knowledge be of use. Excellent idea. Time, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. Send word when we have finished, pray do the same. What's your glamour going on here? Okay. Right. Kind of, yeah. Kind of like the craft worlds in 40k or the Death Star, yeah. There, Winston. Or at least that's my headcanon. They never actually explain it in-game how we're able to breathe on the moon. They never actually explain it. Display our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this voice and containment seal of hers proves lacking. My fellows are running what units they can and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. Oh god, we're going to test them, aren't we? Heh! Alright, what cinematic thing we have got going on here? Because this looks like a long one here if people are in. Oh.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Oh, it's voice acted. Been a while. Hello!
Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
Should do the trick.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
What about inventing waste stuff? I'm sure we can get some of those in here.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush. Even now, as we pursue new dreams, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always.
Oh, they're just so cute.
Right, so we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe.
Uh-huh.
they'd never tussled with Void Scent before, but with sufficient data, they
Here we
could
go.
hold their own against the ghastly fiends.
Oh boy.
Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment. And who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetherius?
Oh wow, okay. You want them intact, yes?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
Yep.
Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Oh. Well. The robots peed their pants and ran away.
Whoa, don't just stand there. Engage! Engage! Engage!
Intact, intact, intact. Oh, good lord. Please tell me you left them intact, Zero. Ah, the Lopers are quick at fixing things.
That'll do, that'll do. A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Void-Scent slaughterbots.
Oh, I love your enthusiasm.
Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed.
How long is that in time again?
But if you were to provide us with encouragement...
Encouragement?
we just might be able to do it in 2.
You want head pats? That's your department. That's our department. Okay. Oh wow. The sound effects on this. Orionje?
This I leave to you.
Oh, thanks. Good lord. Loper's eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant exhalation. To it, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. Oh, if I didn't know we were on the main scenario quest, I'd swear to God we're in the Hildebrand shenanigans. A rally! What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry, I was in the midst of... Forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing, but I'll try to keep... Sleep and wait. No sleeping in the job here, please. What a marvelous film. There's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. Still upset we never got that as the emote. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. Ooh, thank you very, very much. You know how reluctant it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, show us the proper techniques so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. Aha! Everyone has high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the deployment of our new and improved Void-Scent slaughterbots to us. Loperets. Just give him head pats, they'll be fine. Oh boy. Oh.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
Oh, that was quick.
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Oof. So that's what they all look like in their original state. Neat. Brands are ready, I presume? Excellent. With Lopritz having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Prise open our gate unto the void. The red side of the moon. Right, closest teleport is Sinus. Am I a fan of Legend of Zelda? Yeah, I enjoyed playing Twilight Princess. I haven't played any of the other games, unfortunately, myself. I have been meaning to get Breath of the Wild and recent Tears of the new one, Tears of the Kingdom. Have been meaning to get those. My brain, however, is just fried looking at all the, let's say, shenanigans people get up to in those respective games. Shall we say? Oh god, I forgot about Mass Effect. I might do that later. I keep forgetting about the stuff. My thanks for seeing to supporters with all this in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alzay in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. Once we master sufficient amount of energy, Orionje shall begin our incantation to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tail will form the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. No questions. Let's begin. Oh, this is most definitely going to be cinematic. Rock and roll!
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. Give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
Here we go.
By the sisters!
Orionje, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate.
Ah! Oh! Woo! So far, so good.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
There we go. And there we have our void gate.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because someone's gonna have noticed that gate's open. And here we go.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
Oh, is he gonna get bonked by the seal, or... Oh, yes! Excellent! Well, we know the seal's holding. It bonked him right back into the gate.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Ah! And there's Vitra.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
I will say that the only reason I probably won't stream any Legend of Zelda games is because, well,
without you and yours.
I've got a Switch Lite and those can't really stream.
Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source? One responsible for such an outcome?
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures.
Oh, that explains a few things.
Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
Yeah, that...
Step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
I would point out that took them over 200 years.
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken.
Yeah, that took them over 200 years to figure out.
Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion.
You don't live
So
that
come,
long.
Let us set forth to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
One thing at a time, though.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
So our team consists of Zero, myself, Y'shtola, and Estinian. And Vitra. Well, got no short of powerhouses, that's for sure. Boy. And here we go. And this is the space that we're traveling in between the realities. Ooh. And there's the gate leading into the void. Was it just me, or could anyone else hear a boredom, boredom, boredom kind of noise in the background? Oh, wow. Oh, the moon here is red. Okay. That's an interesting difference.
This is the moon of the 13th.
Yep, looks identical to our one, and there's even a pit for where Zodiark's fragment would have been.
Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
Yeah, that's a good point. Where's the welcome committee?
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain.
That's a good
Still,
point.
We must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
Vitra?
Sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
That's a very good point.
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
It is so weird hearing Estinian being the voice of reason in this.
Yes. Thou art right.
Boy.
I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
So before the flood of darkness, the moon did resemble the pale orb we've got in the source. By the way, that's the 13th down below, enshrouded and covered in darkness. Figuratively and literally. So after the flood, the moon became this. Okay. Vacuity. And we can't mount up in here. Okay. That's a thing. I love the music. The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson, a consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions exists a desolate waste without end. No sign of a watcher or any loperates. Perhaps they were swallowed up in the flood of darkness. Or perhaps they never existed here. I think the latter more than the former. After all, Heidelin only cared about the survival of the Source in regards to the Loperates making the moon into, well, an ark. And the Watcher was needed to watch over Zodiarch. And Zodiarch's, well, main self was in the Source, whereas fragments of him existed in each of the shards. Speak of... Her gaze fixed upon the fathomless abyss. That looks promising. But we gotta go over there to have a wee chat with the ground. Oh, but I do love the music. It is that kind of... You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. So far, you failed to find any clues to Ajdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zira has noticed something you missed.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
It would be where the Zodiac fragment would have been. And, yeah.
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiarch was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiarch perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Both, maybe? It's really hard to tell. Vitra! No, 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 no! Vitra! Oh. Okay, he's landing. Oh, thank God.
Ajdaya is here, within this chasm.
Yep, we all smell trap. This just screams trap. I see chains. There's Ashtaya.
You were entrusted with Ashdaya's eye, were you not?
Let's see if it even reacts to her here, shall we? Oh, it's reacting to something. Reinvigorated her. Hey, she's awake! Oh? I mean, nah, can't. Alright, we just need to kick his ass then.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Yeah, there's been a lot that's happened. We've got a few centuries of history to catch you up on. Huh? So, if we remove the chains...
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity? Not daring to test her chains.
Yeah, that tracks! Oh, honey, you don't know the half of it with Nidhogg and Estinian.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
To the south?
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Oh, please. Gotta love a creature of habit. Ugh. Oh, thank you, Winston. Abyssal Dark. Ooh. I was already begun searching for clues. Let's do the same. Take charge of this area. You can see to the south. I mean, we already know he's in the south somewhere, so... let's not waste any more time. It is so weird to see one of these guys outside of a cinematic. It's like, just for true scale purposes. Yeah. And just as a heads up, Vitra is the baby brother. He's the youngest and smallest. Midgard Sormer, their daddy, is, well, an entire dungeon size. A glint from the rock catches your eye. Hello? What do I forget? Why do I have a funny feeling we're disturbing someone's grave?
Did you find something?
It's not a grave. Well, not in the traditional sense.
A memoria. But whose?
Oh, here comes the echo. No, no echo trigger. Oh, there it is! Ah. I figured that would happen when she asked, but whose? Alright, what do we have going on here then?
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to
Durante.
say in your defense?
Not familiar with that name.
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools.
Bye-bye.
But you would be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see. Oh, yes. You will.
In death, may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Come now. We are all shaped by these dark times more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that, had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who is that?
Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriats taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memoriats remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Okay. I swear if this guy's not dressed in the full nines of... Oh, no. Okay, that's the end of the cinematic for the Echo then.
Had another vision of the past, did you?
Yeah, met the guys you met with.
What? I was in it.
Yep.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
Hello.
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
I have to ask. Is it Durante that's in the crystal?
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions, correct?
Yep.
What if I am?
Then I would bid you join me.
Of course.
As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again.
What just dinged?
I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust.
Okay, still streaming, but recording stopped for some reason.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes?
Yep.
When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
You want to add a second dragon to your list?
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope.
Oh no.
Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
That does not bode well. Oh, this is not good.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
No, 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 come on. Okay, so he wasn't kidding about the chains keeping her from turning. I thought he was just making a... I thought he was just taking a lot of shit.
Rise, O shadow dragon, and obey.
Oh, that can't be good. Oh, that's not good.
Kill him.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's a new trick. Vitra, that's not a Zaya anymore.
Damn you.
Oh, for the love of... Of course.
Keep our guests occupied.
They're just gonna keep on coming. Oh boy. Vitra, don't you bloody die here. Okay. Let's kick your ass.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you.
Oh! Hello! Well!
Come, face me.
Rest assured, I need no. I'll deal with you, then I'll free that Staya. Azimstone? I'm gonna need some allies.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
Just had a thunk. We're fighting him in the void. This is not going to end well for us. Well. Broadcast Deus. And now we have to wait in the queue. Wait time. That didn't take long. Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on here. The Voidcast Deus. Oh my god, no one's in a ridiculous glamour. Oh boy. And there's the sword Durant had. Knight in black. Golbez. Alrighty.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear.
Where have I heard that line before?
Warriors from beyond the rift.
Oh, okay, so we have a warrior, a dark knight, a scholar, a samurai, a reaper, a black mage, and a red mage. Alrighty. Okay, so let's see how this pans out, shall we? Okay. Let's rock and roll.
But know that none shall deny us salvation. the wheel. Where my rime-kicked blades, I will suffer no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge! Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow.
That doesn't sound well.
With abyssal dark and hero slaves, I bring my people liberation. You shall know true Dragon, hear me and obey.
Oh, that can't be good. Oh, that's really not good!
Black flame.
Shit!
My meteors will extinguish your light.
Shit!
A raging gale to rend
Bloody-
you asunder.
Oh god, having to shortcast my res. Ah! Oh, that looks like a thing. I'm gonna wait till the end of this mechanic before I come back alive. Actually, I better come back now.
Look to the heavens for your doom. Ye wretch. Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge.
Really?
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Oh shit!
Look to the heavens for your doom. Where my rime-kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb. Crush them! Bring down to me your all! My meteors will extinguish your light! A raging gale to rend you asunder.
That one first, then that one. Oh, that was tough. And there's a savage version of this fight. Good lord.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Oh boy. Oh, that one's definitely to you. You are... Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy. I am not touching the savage version of that fight until 2 expansions from now. Good God, no. Good lord. That's just... Oh god, that is a tough fight. Oh.
right.
I love that it was a tough fight. I love that. Oh, now what?
What's happening?
Oh, what button did we just push?
At last, the moment is at hand.
Oh god, why does everyone have to been defeated be part of their
Me,
plans?
but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return.
Oh
That
no.
has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
A Zodiarch void scent. This can't end well.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge. One who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus, awaken!
Oh, well, that's our theory debunked. Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's a thing.
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria.
The problem is, this thing's not pure void scent.
Damn it. It's too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiarch's ether.
Yeah, that's a problem. Vitra, we need to go. Oh boy. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Vitra, I hate to disappoint, but I think she's been gobbled up. Right. That's a problem. Thankfully, we've got a great big, anti-Zodiarch barrier in the way, so... boy. That was a tough fight. Another moon. Oh, sweet. We got that orchestra in there. Neat. Oh, boy. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated Ajdaya's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn voidsent hell-bent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength, Zeromus is unlike anything I have ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, that none can say if there is even a slither of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. Ha! A true hero will not damn another world to save his own. I'm not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Oh yeah! Little that I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a voidsent of Zeromus' might. Least Vitra, least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Razadhan and take stock of the situation. Very well. I have trouble to head to Beastway's Burrow and apprise Uriange of the situation. Yeah, they're definitely gonna need to know. The rest of us shall tend Vitra's wounds before returning to Razadhan. Pray join us there anon. Oh boy! Yeah, we're gonna need to keep the gate open a little bit longer. Oh boy. Friggin' makes me wonder what happened to the other Zodiac fragments in the other shards. In this place attuned with darkness so much that it, couldn't return to anything, it was constantly active. What the hell is the one in the first, like? More importantly, it's been blessedly uneventful in your absence. More importantly, what of your mission in the void? Yeah, about that. We used to birth a dread voidsent born of Zodiarc's residual ether. Could not have predicted this outcome. There's one small mercy. The voidsent containment seal. The seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. For how long, none can say. I shall join our comments on deliberate measures, yes? I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Okay, good. He's gonna give us a heads up if anything goes horribly wrong. Oh boy. Friggin' Zeromus! Well, that's a thing. Yeah, enter the Megaduta, please. Oh boy. Hey, Vitra. Stola. Jest nie. Zero.
Do you remember Chiriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain?
Yep.
Chiriato devoured Farfarello. And in so doing, he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. So if we kill Zeramis, we can probably save Ashdaya, aka the Void Sent version. After that, we just need to figure out how to unvoid send her.
That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ashdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is.
Yep.
When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a void scent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
He'll keep an eye on things.
I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Yeah.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
I mean, that is a plan.
Doing so would consign Ashdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
Which is a problem in of itself.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
We need a blade of light.
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light.
Yeah, that's gonna be a trick.
And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
So wait, we need to somehow link the 1st with the 13th. Okay, this is gonna be
The
interesting.
question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
I'm trying to think, how do we go about linking this up? Oh boy.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Oh?
Fine by me. Come on then.
Estinian and Zero trained together. What could possibly go wrong? Oh wait.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Alternatively, you could go visit Race Villiger and see if he can't, you know, give you any tips and tricks on techniques and stuff. Ashdaya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. If I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, and I pray that you'll stand with me to the last. Oh, here we go. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th. Oh boy.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the Fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend.
Oh boy.
The memory of your passing. And the pain.
So the guy who was in the armor originally got turned into the crystal. And Durant became Golbez.
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Well, that's a twist. Huh. And his crystal fell into the Zeromus cloud. From light's embrace to shadow's deep, a world to save, an oath to keep. So the true Golbez was in that crystal, which got dropped into the Zeromus shadow. That may have an effect on things. That's enough for now. That's the end of the MSQ for now, and, well, tomorrow we'll be taking a look at the raid as a return to Pandemonium. Until then, JaffaArchfiend, out.